Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Christ Call Tarot. This is Melody, and I am being spiritually guided to bring about a quick twin flame message. Um, I know I just did one Thursday or Friday, but for some reason, Spirit is guiding me to do another check in. So we're not going to use 11 or 12 decks like I did the last time because this is just going to be a quick check in. Now, I know that energies change, so that's why I feel that, maybe Spirit needs to relay a message to either me or somebody out there. Okay, so I did get out the twin flame cards. They're not twin flame cards, but I use them. Divine masculine psychic tarot and oracle cards, and for the feminine psychic tarot for the heart and oracle cards. Both of them decks are by John Holland. This is the energy oracle cards, which I'm going to use for the connecting energy between these twins that I am channeling. And those cards are by Sandra and Taylor. And then we have a conversation cards, twin flame messages, and the twin flame oracle cards. Both of them decks are by Mystic Moon. All right. So what we're going to do is I shuffled them, but I'm going to do a quick shuffle on screen. And we're going to check in on masculine and feminine energies in the present moment. And then we're going to move into masculine and feminine energies and future energies. Future as in maybe later on today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month. I'm not, there's no timing on flow. Because time just goes with the flow. It's about divine timing, anyways, when it comes to um, destiny. So we're going to do a quick shuffle, shuffle for these twins. I don't know about how you guys feel, but me as an empath, I feel that something is in the air. Something drastic, a drastic change is in the air. What kind of a change it is, I do not know. Perhaps it's a change in this connection or just a life general change. Right off the bat, that's what I am feeling. So I'm not really worried about shuffling the cards to see what comes out. I may just pick. I'm not really for sure how I'm going to do it yet, but right now we are going to get started with this reading. So we are going to start with um, an energy connection and see where this connection is standing at presently in this moment. Okay, so I'll pick right off the top of the card. Door to romance. So I feel that there is a blocked heart with somebody. Number 33. So the connection as it stands right now is blocked. The hearts are guarded. The hearts are caged. I don't see, uh, in the connection, there's a lot of caged emotions. There is a lot of um, lack of action, so to speak. Like, I don't feel that I truly don't feel that there are spiritually connected, but I feel that the connection was broke here in the 3D world. However, the true spiritual connection never breaks. It is never broken. But I do feel that the connection here in the 3D world is broken. And I do feel that it's because of this heart cage energy. I feel this is a stagnant energy. I feel this is a caged energy. Okay. So we are going to pull a divine masculine card and see where he is at presently. Yes, he is defensive. He is standing his ground. I feel that that's why the heart is caged, because of some kind of defensive energy that the divine masculine has. Okay. So what's the feminine? Where's she standing at the present energy? she she also has the guarded heart. So he's in a defensive energy and she's guarding her heart. She's the one that has her heart caged. And I feel it is due to that defensive energy. So we do have the fact that both of these twins, I feel the connection is broken. The feminine is guarding her heart. She put it back in a cage. And I feel that the divine masculine is a bit defensive as well. And he felt that his heart is in the cage too. And neither one of these twins are ready to walk through that door and reconnect, is what I feel. Okay. So, what we're going to do is I am going to pull out another set of cards here because I want to know why these twins are why the feminine has the guarded heart and why the masculine is like in a defensive mode. So these are the Art of Tarot by Liz Dean. All right, Art of Tarot. So first of all, we're going to clarify why is the masculine in defensive mode? Why is he standing his ground and being defensive when with his heart in a cage? Okay. So what's going on with that? We're going to shuffle. Okay. So I feel that the reason why the masculine is so defensive and he's caged in his heart has something to do with a tower moment. Perhaps, we got the Six of Swords. Perhaps the universe had to come in and reconstruct something that had to do with his emotions, like this guardedness. I feel that the universe will come in. I feel that there is going to be a tower moment for the masculine, which is going to cause an emotional shake up for him. But I do feel that he will recover from it because we got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the Eight of Swords in reverse tells me that he will recover from them thought patterns that's in his head, the defensive energy. Okay, but we do have the Emperor in reverse as well. So there's that ego, that arrogance, okay, that was keeping him trapped. I feel that arrogance from keeping his heart guarded and being in defense mode when it comes to telling his feminine how he feels. I do feel that this is a tower moment that happened for the divine masculine. Okay. So why is a feminine's heart in a cage? Why did she get the double energy? Why did she get the double energy? Wow. They each got a lot of cards. Okay. 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 So she guarded her heart because of um so that she could keep her heart from getting broken again. Perhaps there was a third party situation, um, or the fact that, he broke her heart, which caused her to put it back in that cage. But I feel that she very well could be releasing that, letting it go. She really feels that she does not have the strength to let her heart out of the cage. And I do feel that the universe is blocking her wishes until she can make this transition, until she can end that Three of Swords energy. And I feel find some financial security or perhaps security here in the 3D world to balance out these energies. She needs to make this transition for a long term goal, is what I feel. That long term goal is fulfilling her own wishes, fulfilling her own cups, and realizing that everything she needs is within herself. She has the ability to fill up her own cups by standing in security and making this transition. Okay, so that is why the feminine is a bit guarded, okay? Because she is going through a change. She is ending stuff. She is ending a cycle. She is ending that heartbroken energy. She is ending the fact of, this guarded issue that she is having. Ending the fact that she feels she just doesn't have the strength to fulfill these wishes, okay? But I do feel, like I said, that there is a transformation coming. And when that transformation happens, she will feel more secure and balanced here in the 3D world for a long term commitment or long term goal, I feel. And her wishes will be fulfilled for the here in the present energy. Okay. So now we're going to find out, how is the masculine viewing the feminine? How is the divine masculine viewing the feminine? Okay. He views her as having hope, the star card. He views her as being able to tap into her life force energy, that inner strength, and put hope into the world. He views her as somebody who could fulfill his wishes, somebody who could, fulfill her own wishes, who can stand in her power, is what I feel. Okay. So let's clarify that. Clarify the star card as divine masculine, seeing his feminine as the hope card. How is he seeing the feminine? Yeah, he sees her as somebody that he can move towards, who is nurturing, romantic, somebody that he could fulfill his wishes with emotionally. He sees her as a nurturer. He sees her as um, talented, nurturing, loving, faithful, romantic. He sees her as somebody who he can move towards, who is emotionally um, with the program. His Queen of Cups, he sees her as somebody who perhaps can manifest her own wishes, who can fulfill her own cups, is what I feel. Okay. So how's the feminine viewing the masculine? She's viewing the masculine as the 6 of Wands, that she's viewing him that he can believe and succeed. Okay. I also feel that she is viewing him as, because when I picked it, it came up in a stuck energy. I do feel that she is seeing him in a bit of a stuck energy as well. Okay. So let's clarify the 6 of Wands for the feminine viewing the masculine. How is the feminine viewing the masculine? Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. She's seeing him as somebody who can successfully learn the give and take here in the 3D world. That's how she's viewing him. She is viewing him as somebody who can believe and succeed in the give and take in this partnership. Okay. All right. So let's pull some conversations between the two. So if the masculine could say something to his feminine, what would their conversation be about? So first we're going to pull a masculine card, and then we'll pull what the subject he wants to talk about, what the main topic is, and what he wants to converse to her about. So I feel that this is a good card right here. So, pull a conversation card. What message goes with this card? All right, so we got the Wheel of Fortune, which is called the Destiny card. So I feel that he he's telling her, look, I know we're destined to be together. I know we are. That this cycle is, I know that this is going to cycle out. This energy is going to cycle out. I see you as somebody whom I can fulfill my wishes with. I see you as part of my destiny. I see you as my destiny. I see you as, my nurturer, somebody who can, nurture this relationship and fulfill her own wishes. And he sees her as part of his destiny, and he wants to talk to her about that. He wants to converse with her about, the part of the destiny. See, there's all kinds of feminines on that card. So I do feel that he wants to talk about movement, perhaps. Maybe he wants to move with her. Okay. But he goes, how could you still love me after all I've did? After all I've done, rather. How could you still love me after all I've done in this partnership? So perhaps he's did some bad stuff to her, and he wants to know how you can still love me after this time, after everything this wheel is turning, after the things that I have did to you. Are we destined? He wants to know. Is she truly part of his destiny? Because how could she still love him after everything he's did to her? All right. So now we're going to move on to how could you still love me after all I've done? Clarify the destiny card. And how could you still love me after all I've done? Okay, a whole bunch of them come flying out, but we're not going to pick all of these. Okay. After all, how could you still love me after all I've done? And I feel that, with this inner child card there, I feel that he acted like a child, is what I feel. And that is what he did to her. And this inner child conflict has to cycle out of his life, is what I feel. Okay. And when it does, it'll send him in a new direction, and he will be devoted to his feminine. So I do feel that he did something childlike to his feminine. How could you still love me after everything I've done to you in that was perhaps fated or within our destiny? And I do feel that what he did to her was he acted like a kid. He was very immature about the situation. And the wheel have turned, and I feel that it has set him in a new direction of devotion, lighting that light within this connection, is what I feel. Okay. But I do feel that the wheel has turned on him and caused him to see that he was acting like a kid, is what I feel. Okay. So how is the feminine, what's the feminine's message? Like, what is her message back to her masculine for that? After he asked her, how could you still love me after all I've done to you? What's her message back to him with that? Yes, she's saying, yes, we've had challenging times. Yes, this has been a challenging time for us. And yes, that's okay. So we're going to pull a card with that. She's like, yeah, and I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Yes, these are challenging times. Yes, you did do some stuff to me, but and you did act like a kid. And yes, these are challenging times, and I don't know if I can meet your expectations due to these challenging times. All right, so let's clarify. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Yeah, because she's understanding the stuck energy. She's understanding the challenging times, and she's not sure that she can meet his expectations. but yet she does understand them, is what she's saying. She understands that, he was acting like a kid, and that, doesn't he doesn't understand how she could still love him after everything that he has did to her. And she's saying, yeah, look, I know these were challenging times, and I don't really know if I can meet your expectations, but I do understand why we're stuck, is what I feel. Okay. So let's see what the next thing that the divine masculine wants to communicate to his feminine. So, what's the next thing he wants to communicate to her? Okay. So now we got the double energy. So remember, the feminine had the double energy. Okay. So he got the double energy now. So he's saying, there is some kind of a block here. And remember, her last conversation was, yes, I understand what the stuck energy is, and I know we are in challenging times. And he's saying, I I'm tempted. I want to uncage my heart, but I still am stuck for some reason. So let's pull a message to go with this double energy from the divine masculine. He wants to know if you would reject him, because he is truly in this stuck energy, and this is why his heart is caged, because he's not sure if you would reject him. So I feel an addicting energy, like he is like he got a codependency on something. He's he's in this stuck energy because he needs to release some childlike energy, something from his childhood perhaps, or perhaps his defensiveness and his immature, uh, because we do remember here in his present energy, he was standing his ground, he was being defensive. And then back here, we got that inner child because he was acting like a child. So, here we are. He got his heart caged, and he wants to know, would you reject me? Okay, so clarify, would you reject me? Clarify, spirit. Yeah. Would you reject this commitment? If I was to uncage my heart, would you reject this commitment? Is what he wants to tell, what he wants to ask his feminine. So we're gonna see, feminine, would you reject his commitment if he come towards you? I say no. I say no. She would not reject his commitment. If he would come towards her here in the 3D world and want a physical commitment with her, I don't feel that she would reject it. I feel that they would move forward together. They would move forward together as one, is what I feel. I feel that they would become balanced. Okay. So let's get a message with that chariot card. Okay. So she's saying, no, I would not reject you. I have been looking you up online to see what you've been up to. I have been checking up on you. I would not reject you, but I have been checking up on you. All right, so let's clarify that. The answer is yes. Yes. She has been looking you up online to see what you've been up to. And she would not reject you. She wants to move forward. She wants to move forward in a balanced, harmonious relationship. Okay? She wants to fulfill his wishes. She wants to heal him and nurture him. She wants to be in a partnership with him, is what I feel. So, masculine, if you're watching this and you're wondering if your feminine would truly reject you, the answer is no. She would not reject you. She wants to move forward with you. She has been checking up on you, She wants to find balance in this partnership. Okay. She wants you to uncage your heart and fulfill your wishes. Okay. All right. So, masculine, what else would you like to say to your feminine? Yeah, he wants to communicate something to her. What do you want to communicate, masculine? What is it that you want to communicate to your feminine? What is it that you want to communicate to your feminine? He wants to tell her, look, I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. He wants to communicate that to you. Wow. You just can't make this stuff up. All right. So he wants to communicate how he feels bad for the way he treated you and to let you know you didn't deserve that. So let's clarify this. And he admires you. He admires you. He feels admired to actually um to be able to come forward and communicate that. He is admiring the fact that you are listening, divine feminine. He definitely wants to communicate how he feels. He wants to communicate that he feels badly for the way he treated you, and he knows that you did not deserve that. And he is admiring you. I feel that, he could be admiring you from a distance. Maybe you guys are looking one another up online. All right, is there anything else wants to come out with that? Yeah. So we got the double energy again. So I feel that, divine timing is at hand. And I feel in time, this stuck and bound energy that the divine masculine is in, I feel that he wants to communicate this to you. He, while he was in stuck energy, he still was admiring you. He definitely wants to communicate how bad he treated you and the fact that he was stuck. He was stuck in admiration, okay? And that he understands that, in time, things will heal, is what I feel, okay? So, feminine, what would you like to say back to your masculine if he comes forward and communicates to you that he feels badly for the way he treated you and he knows you didn't deserve that? What's your message back to him? Yes. So, this is the second timing card. Okay. Divine timing. This is a temperance card in traditional tarot. So she's saying balance your energies out, balance your masculine and feminine energies out, is what she's telling him. So yeah, he's saying, hey, I come forward, I'm telling you, I feel badly for the way I treated you. You didn't deserve that. She's telling him, balance out your energies. Balance out your masculine and feminine energies is what I felt she is communicating back to him. So let's move on to a message with that. And she's letting him know your intensity frightens me and allures me at all the same time. Like she's allured by the fact of how she feels when she's around you, the energy that you put off. It allures her, but it frightens her too because she's not sure. She has been so guarded with her heart that she is just, she's not sure. And she's saying, look, it frightens and allures me. But at the same time, I feel she's telling him, look, balance your energies out and we'll balance them out together, is what I feel she's telling him. So let's move on to your intensity frightens me and allures me at all the same time. So clarify that. I do feel that she's saying she is for sure telling him that he needs to balance out his energies, and at the same time, when he balances out his, she'll balance out hers. Yeah. Your intensity frightens me and allures me at all the same time. So she's definitely observing your energy, is what I feel. She is observing how you make her feel, is what I'm picking up. Okay. So yes, she is listening to the fact of you saying, hey, I feel badly for the way I treated you, you didn't deserve that. She's coming back and saying, look, balance out your masculine and feminine energies, and listen, your intensity frightens and allures me at all the same time, and I am observing this balanced energy that we need to gain together, is what I feel. And I do feel that she is observing this energy from him. I feel she is looking him up online. She is observing what he is doing. And I feel that she is also balancing out her energies while she is observing her divine masculine. Okay. All right. So, let's see what else he has to say. You have anything else you want to say, masculine, to your feminine? Oh, yeah. See, where we go. Another card of balance. So the feminine got balance and the masculine got a balanced energy. So he's saying, okay, I've got everything I need in my power to balance out this energy. I have the ability to do that. I can find balance. While she's telling me you need to balance out your masculine and feminine energies, he's saying, yeah, I have all the tools I need to balance them scales. All right, so what message goes with that? And he's saying, look, I'm sorry that I couldn't do right by you. Even though I know I had all the tools to balance out the scales with you, he is so sorry that he couldn't do it with you. That, he really just, he's really sorry he couldn't do right by you by balancing out them scales with you. He had everything he needed to do it. He just couldn't do it. He couldn't do right by you. So clarify this, please. Clarify this, couldn't do right by you card. So I feel that yeah, he this is the justice card in traditional tarot, okay? That's why the word balance is on there. So I do feel that these twins are really trying to balance out their energies in this conversation. But he's telling you, I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you and balance out these scales. I did have everything I need within me to do it. I'm just sorry that I couldn't do it. But he is telling her, look, I had to purge something. I had to go in solitude to purge that. And what did he have to purge? Is this fear. He had to purge the fear and reinvent a new way to suit this connection, is what I feel. But I do feel that he had to go in solitude. And the reason why he couldn't balance out the energies, balance out the scales with you, is because of some kind of fear of feel a fear of feeling how he was feeling. He had this fear of finding balance in his masculine and feminine energies. He had this fear because he felt that he couldn't do it. While spirit is telling him he had everything he needed to balance out that scale. All he had to do was purge the fear, go in solitude, and figure out a way to reinvent a new way to come into this connection, is what I feel. All right. So let's move on. And this will be the last message for these twins. Okay. All right. So let's pull a um, message card with this card that come up. All right. So, so we got the Hermit card. She's in hermit mode. So she is saying, look, I have been going within, okay, and I've been seeking some kind of spiritual wisdom about the situation, okay. And she is saying that she has thought a lot about you lately, masculine. So I do feel that she is seeking some kind of wisdom when it comes to this connection. She is seeking some kind of wisdom when it comes to her masculine. All right, so we're going to see what she's thinking about. What is she thinking about? What's she going in and thinking about? Okay, so the divine feminine is going through a metamorphosis. That's why she is going within and she's seeking some kind of solitude, because I feel the feminine's message to her masculine is, look, feminine, look, masculine, I'm going through a metamorphosis. I am seeking some kind of spiritual wisdom, but I have thought about you while I'm going through this metamorphosis. I have thought about you, masculine. So this is the feminine telling her masculine, and right there is the divine feminine is going through metamorphosis. She is seeking some kind of spiritual wisdom within herself, and she's letting him know, I have thought about you. All right, so we are going to get a final connection, future connecting energy. So what is the future connection like? Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. All right. So the future connecting energies is number 38, which is an 11. I feel they with the fourth chakra, I feel there's a heart chakra opening. I feel that the heart chakra is going to open for these twins. Okay. So in the future, with the heart chakra opening, what is the divine masculine standing with this heart chakra opening? Right? He is gaining some kind of spiritual strength. And again, the heart chakra is opening. I feel that his heart chakra he's gaining spiritual strength in that chakra, is what I feel. I feel that he went within and tapped into that spiritual strength and opened up that heart chakra for his divine feminine, is what I feel. Okay. So what about the divine feminine? It's the heart chakra card. Where is she standing in future energies? All right, and we got another number 9. So it's a 9, and an 11. All right, so right off the bat, I feel that there is a new cycle manifesting for these twins. Okay, so he got the 9 of Wands, and she got the 9 of Wands. So I do feel in future connecting energies that these twins they are vibrating on the same level. And the reason why is because our heart chakras are open. They are open, and they are spiritually actually they are, wow, is all I can say. Rest and reconsider. You just can't make this stuff up. Both of them getting future connecting energies, the 9 of Wands with the heart chakra card. Those are matching energies. She's resting and reconsidering. He's tapping into the spiritual strength, and she's resting and reconsidering this connection, because there was a heart chakra activation, and he felt that the activation was more on the masculine side. But I do feel that the feminine initiated it by resting these energies, taking the time to rest and reconsider what she truly wanted with her masculine. And the reason why I feel is because she went through this metamorphosis. She's been thinking about him, and she went through this metamorphosis. She is seeking some kind of spiritual knowledge, and that's why she is taking the rest. And what spiritual knowledge is she taking in? She opened up her heart chakra. I feel that she mirrored it back to her masculine. Because if you look, the feminine is just sitting there. She is just sitting there, and she's resting, and she's meditating. And I feel that she is mirroring this back to her masculine. In what I mean by that is, she is basically sending this energy back to her masculine, is what I feel, which in turn is causing him to tap into this heart chakra energy, this green energy, that is lifting, like I feel that is lifting the heaviness. And I feel that these twins are definitely vibrating on the same vibrational level in the future. They are definitely, um, I feel that, the heart chakras are open, they are vibrating together, not separately. They're not on different levels. I feel that the feminine is mirroring this back to her masculine on how to activate that heart chakra in future energies. You just can't make this stuff up. How coincidental. You really just can't do it. You really can't. The masculine is tapping into that spiritual strength because the feminine is resting and healing. I feel that she is mirroring this healing energy back to her masculine when it comes to that heart chakra, is what I feel. Okay. So we are going to pull a couple of clarifiers for the future energies. I don't even know why, but we are. Is there any final messages, Spirit? Okay. So we got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse. We got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We got the Chariot again. And we got the Ace of Cups. Okay. So what I'm feeling is the Queen is taking a more grounded um, approach to this relationship, is what I feel. Okay. She is moving forward from this lack of empathy. I feel that she is grounding herself. She is balancing out her masculine and feminine energies. She is learning self-love through this I felt a learning process. I feel that she has learned this, and that's why in the future energies she is resting and she is learning how to um balance out her masculine, her dark and light side. I feel that she has did that. She has moved forward into self-love, which in turn she is mirroring back to her masculine, because she is seeking the knowledge she needs to seek through spirit to learn how to do this, is what I feel. Okay. And I feel that, the feminine, and the reason why I'm saying feminine is because I've got two queens. I feel that, she had to perhaps come off, uh, she had to come off to her masculine in a defensive mode to usher in this self love. I felt that she had to cut the ties. I felt that she did cut the ties. I felt that she cut this communication off in the 3D world. I do feel it. And the reason why is so she could move forward into her energies of self love. Because you know what? If you don't love yourself first, you cannot love somebody else. In order to love yourself first, you have to balance out your masculine and feminine energies, especially as a twin flame. Okay. So let's see. Is there anything else that needs to come out for final messages, Spirit? Is there anything else? Well, we're not going to take all them cards. What I am going to do is, we have a whole couple of them here. We flipped over quite a few, and I don't want all of them. So what we're going to do is pull the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle cards for final messages. Is there anything else, Spirit, that you would like to address for these twins? Yes. Okay. So for final messages is that you are being guided through the darkness to cycle something out, to cycle out this metamorphosis and this change for this connection, is what I feel. Okay. You are definitely being divinely guided because look at the darkness around here, but look at the light around this lamp. And the lamp is, it to me, it looks like it's going right towards that light. Okay. So I feel that you twins that I am channeling are being divinely guided through this darkness to cycle things out, is what I feel. All right. So that is for closing messages for this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the first time I've ever did a conversation between divine masculine and divine feminine. Please feel free to leave a comment if you like it. I would be glad to do it again, or maybe even do a conversation for you on a personal level. All right. Well, thank you, and blessed be from the Christ priestess.